Hi, good afternoon. It's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services, LLC, with Tuesday Talks. Today I thought I would have the topic to share with you about why use a senior living advisor when it's time for needing assistance with your senior loved one. When using Golden Rule Senior Placement Services, we provide assistance to family members in their decision-making process by locating the best senior home environment that meets their loved ones' concerns when it comes to affordability, financial, personalized medical care, social interaction, and spiritual needs. Now, there is many placement companies. There is ones like myself that are on the ground to help you navigate that. That means in person. And then there's others that are national brands that are online, that you will be communicating with somebody through a phone line, that not necessarily would be providing a real local approach to the senior living environment that we all know from personally residing in the area or having worked in the area. So what is it that a senior living placement service actually does? Well, we provide free consultations, either via home visit, which we call an assessment, by phone, if you're out of state and your senior lived one lives locally here in Florida, and or by email. Now, email, I work with a lot from my online website that I actually have a survey attached that you can fill out all that information so I could set up a profile, and then we could have a later conversation about your loved one. What I'm talking about is a customized profile. It details your loved one's financial, medical, social, and spiritual needs. When you're dealing with an online placement service, they do get all your personal information. Mostly it is the financial part of it, and they share it with various assisted living facilities. But they don't know that particular assisted living intimately. They share that information on a broadcast, and what ends up happening is the assisted living gets that lead and calls you directly to set up a informative tour or a consultation over the phone. Also, what else do I do as a senior living advisor or a senior advocate? I do a market analysis of senior living communities that match with your loved one's needs, including the affordability, the lifestyle, and the accessibility. When I say affordability, we've got to make sure that it's something that's affordable long range, not just for a short period of time. You would not want to place your parent or loved one in a facility and your budget doesn't provide monies to sustain, and then would have to move again. We don't want to move, your loved one again and again. Lifestyle. There is so many different types of senior living facilities, which I'll go into at another time for another snippet on Tuesday Talks. But the lifestyle, some are very, very casual, meaning it's a home-like setting. There's not many activities on a broader sense like the larger facilities do. The lifestyle in some of them are very, very intricate with their activity schedule. So there's a large volume of things to do on a daily basis. Accessibility. Local. Do you want to be local? Be in close proximity to their established doctors, medical community, or even with their neighbors that they don't want to really lose touch with because now they're going to be moving far away. When I get all this information, I actually complete an overview of the recommended facilities and their licensure. Each facility has a different type of licensure, and it's depending on their care level, that they're capable or licensed to be able to care for your loved one. The cost, of course, is going to be very much tapped into in this profile, because we're not going to go to facilities that certainly you can't afford. The layout, I actually show you what the rooms look like. In the small facilities, some of them are furnished. In the larger facilities, some of them are studios, and some of them are one bedrooms that you can actually have a living room. And some even actually have efficiencies if they still want to be able to cook something, warm something up, and have that privilege in their apartment. The dining entity, the larger facilities have dining rooms, some more on a small intimate setting, some are restaurant style dining. In the smaller ALFs, it is personal. It's the kitchen, dinette set, or the dining room in a home where you would be dining. And the amenities, some have tremendous amount of amenities. Pools, some actually have jacuzzis, some actually have ballrooms that you could rent if there is a party. There is so many amenities within some of the larger facilities. Pool tables for the gentlemen, wood workshops, and the smaller facilities, since it is a home, you have the cozy living room that you would have at home as well too. So there's different levels of amenities. Then what do? We do a personalized tour geared to what you actually are establishing with your affordability, the medical needs, the socialization needs, as well as spiritual needs. So I set up those tours. I'm on the tour with you. I escort you. You're the one who is actually going to be the first one through the door, so you can get that experience of the welcoming to you being there for the tour for the day. And sometimes I even set them over lunches, so you can enjoy the flavor of their cooking and their chef expertise. I give you referral sources for financial programs, which is the Veterans Program, which is a stipend. Being a spouse of a veteran or the veteran himself gets money from the veterans for placement. It's called Aid in Attendance. There are certain criteria that I go over with you for the application process. Also, I give you some information on long-term care insurance programs and how they're applicable to assisted living. And then also, if there is a need to tap into the Medicaid program, I'll lead you into that direction as well too. The additional information that I provide as your senior advocate and as your placement specialist is that I have elder law attorneys that I could recommend to set up trust, POAs, anything of the legal documents that needs for your senior loved one. Financial planners, so we could plan for the future. Care management, which is disease care management, which is what they called care managers that could escort your loved one on doctor's appointments or anything of that's medical needs. Relocation assistance, may they be movers or even packing up the stuff for the move to your mom or dad's new home. They're professional. They're licensed, bonded, and insured, of course. So your items that you're bringing over, may they be heirlooms or their prized possessions of your family, they're going to be wrapped. They're going to be professionally moved. But more importantly, it's not the worry that you would have to do or your senior loved one has to do. They actually pack and unpack for you and actually hang the things up on the wall for you too. So great service. Also, some of these services incorporate doing online sales or auctions of the things that you need to sell to sustain the affordability or that the family does not want anymore. Why put it in a storage facility when you're not going to utilize it for the future? Might as well sell something that could sustain your senior loved one in the senior living community. I also recommend for home health services, depending on your insurance of your senior loved one, because that's another set of eyes in their new home situation, which is physical therapy. Don't forget they're going to be navigating in a stranger environment that they're used to. And so physical therapy would be definitely something we would tap into. Even a behavioral nurse, because it is, it's a little emotionally draining for them as well, too. To admit that they're giving up their independence. And so a behavioral nurse can be ordered as well too for transitioning and adjustment disorder. I also recommend hospice when needed. There is many choices within the community to tap into that as well too. Private duty services. In some situations, if the level of care is not provided and you needed more care for your mother or father, I can recommend it. Private duty is non-medical and aids in bathing, socialization, bringing her back and forth to the doctor, escorting. There is a fee for that as well too. And then the last thing is the reason why we put this all together for a program for you is to take the puzzling situation, the overwhelming and the emotional part of it away from you. And I have big shoulders that you can lean on, and knowing that I've been through it myself personally kind of really puts me in a different situation than other placement specialists, because I know that the feeling what you're going through, and it's not easy. I'm definitely not going to deny that, but I'm here. I give out free hugs too, and I'm big on follow through. So why wouldn't you use a senior advisor like myself at Golden Rule Senior Placement Services? It's free. I'm there to help you. I'm there to help you navigate it. I'm getting you the right choices so you don't have to do it yourself. Use somebody local. If that's one thing that I could recommend versus anything else, is that people that are with the boots on the ground, as what we call it, know the local presence in the community. So certainly use somebody local. Again, I would be privileged to help you with your senior loved one. And if it's you yourself, I'm here for you. It's like almost having another adopted daughter. Okay, folks, that's Tuesday Talks with Linda McKenna at Golden Rule Senior Placement Services. If you have any more questions, by all means, please go on my website or my Facebook page. My website is www.goldenruleseniorplacements.com. Again, www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. Thank you. See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.